Our first topic, first chapter is Unit 1. It is divided into different units. In the first unit, review of Python and concept of OOPS. In that, the first chapter is dealing with review of Python. Now, let me tell you what is OOPS. OOPS means it is Object-Oriented Programming System. What is the meaning of Object-Oriented Programming System? In ancient times, we were using procedure-oriented programming system where we concentrated on the number of steps. The program may be very lengthy with a lot of steps. So, the main disadvantage was that we were able to identify the errors, but in order to correct the errors, wherever the error is happening, it is very difficult to find out and make the corrections. Imagine a situation where the program had 1000 lines. It was very difficult for the user to find where the mistake is coming, to rectify the mistake and which line has the mistake and make the necessary modifications was very tedious job. So, to overcome that type of programming, the new programming system which came was Object-Oriented Programming System. Object-Oriented Programming System was very closer to the real world concepts. That means each and everything which we see around us can be taken as a part of our program so that it was easy for the people to understand. That is the reason why object-oriented programming became more and more useful when compared with the procedure-oriented programming language. Before starting with the review of Python, let us have a recap about the different programming languages used and what is the difference of that programming languages from Python. We were having Python only from nowadays. Before that, we were using Java as well as C++ as a part of our curriculum. While talking about C++, Java, Python and all, these are all programming languages. Then we may think, why are we learning new languages? It is because when the facilities are more and when there are so many advantages when compared with the new system, then if the new system is good, that doesn't mean that the old system was bad, but some features which are useful for the future we are able to make use of with the help of the new languages. And that is the reason why the curriculum is also getting updated because of new technologies. So, let us have a comparison about the different languages which were used as a part of the curriculum and presently why we are using Python. Now, Python is an interpreted language. What is meant by interpreted language? After we write the program is getting either compiled or interpreted so that it will be converted to machine language. The machine language is the only language the computer can understand. But the common people like us cannot understand machine language. Again, that machine language code, after it is checking for errors, will be again retranslated to the programming language format. If we are using C++, it will be converted to C++ format. If we are using Python, it will be converted to Python format. So, when it is interpreted or compiled, that means that we are checking for errors. Not only that, it is converted to machine language code. In Python, we have an interpreter which converts that particular program code to machine language in order to check whether there is any mistakes or not. Not only that, it will be processed and we are getting the output in the Python format itself. When we compare with Java as well as C++, these also were there in our curriculum. Now, Java has compiler as well as interpreter. In some softwares, we have both. While talking about C++, it has only compiler. So, now you understood the difference, what is interpreter, what is compiler. Another difference is that when we use interpreter, it will check for mistakes only one line at a time. So, from that itself we can understand that that program will take little more time when compared with the compiled programs. That is, in the case of C++ or Java, when the program is compiled, we are able to see whether there is any mistakes, or if there is no mistakes, we are able to get the output on the screen. In such a case, compiler means it will check from the first line till the last line at a time itself. So, it works more faster when compared with interpreter. So, Python has interpreter, so it will take little time to check for the errors, or it will take little time to get converted to the machine language code. The second point, small code. When compared with Java, it's a lengthy code, C++ also lengthy code, but that doesn't mean that it is bad. If we are using that system, C++ system or Java system, we could use that. But in the case of Python, the code is small when compared with Java as well as C++. The next point, platform independent. That is, normally when we work with a software, the software may be compatible or it may be working with one set of operating system. But here, since platform independent means we are able to work with this particular software on any operating system which is available to us. So, that means platform independent. So, it's a very good thing that we are able to carry our program to any of the systems. Whichever operating system do they support, no matter, our program will work. So, that is called platform independent. In Java also we have that facility, platform independent. In C++ we have platform dependent. That is, it changes depending on the operating system. So, that is why we can say that it is platform dependent. The next one, interactive mode for a single line. When we have to execute only a single line, in Python we have interactive mode, which is not there for Java or C++. It is a special feature of Python. Now, here no interactive mode for Java as well as C++. Now, let me tell you one more thing, that is, whichever system we are using, if we are comfortable with that software, then any company, they will do that particular thing only again and again, only updates are needed. But if a company is choosing a new software for their own functioning, that time they will choose a system which will be able to have more modifications as possible. So, that is the reason why we are shifting towards Python as a part of our curriculum, because in the long run we expect more and more features of Python to be utilized in this technology area. As well as, not only that, we are able to have so many modifications possible since the program code is not that much lengthy.